Welcome to the Midday Update. These are the top headlines from our newsroom today. Oman's expat investors receive long-term visas. Surge in demand for COVID-19 vaccination cards in the Sultanate. Performance measurement training for employees of Ministry of Education. Vodafone Oman's new 5G network to be powered by Ericsson. Ihsan Association helps 19,000 elderly people lead better lives in the Sultanate. Pakistan announces restrictions over unvaccinated citizens. UNGA President urges redoubling efforts to ensure progress in nuclear disarmament. Former Liverpool England forward Roger Hunt dies aged 83. These were the top headlines from our newsroom today. Let's see how the weather looks like in the Sultanate in our weather update. Thunderstorms are predicted over Al Hajar Mountains and adjoining areas today. Tropical weather condition may form in the Arabian Sea during the next 36 hours, Oman Meteorology said on Wednesday. The activity of convective cells was monitored in the northeast of the Arabian Sea near the area where the tropical weather condition is expected to arise. It is also expected that the tropical situation will form and emerge in the Arabian Sea within the next 36 hours, Oman Meteorology said in a statement. In its daily weather forecast, they also said that the weather will be clear to partly cloudy skies along the coastal areas of the Far Governorate and the adjoining mountains. There will be mainly clear skies over rest of Oman, along with chances of medium and high clouds advection. There are also chances of convective cloud formation and thunderstorms over Al Hajar Mountains and adjoining areas towards the afternoon and evening. Low-level clouds or fog patches are likely along the coastal areas of Arabian Sea and Oman Sea from late night to early morning. With that, let's see how the weather is like in rest of the governorates. Muscat will be sunny with temperatures between 32 to 35 degrees Celsius. Musanna will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 29 to 36 degrees Celsius. North Al Batna will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 28 to 36 degrees Celsius. South Al Batna will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 25 to 36 degrees Celsius. Al Buremi will also be sunny with temperatures between 28 to 39 degrees Celsius. Ad Dahira will be sunny with temperatures between 26 to 40 degrees Celsius. Ad Dakhliya will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 24 to 36 degrees Celsius. Al Wusta will also be partly cloudy with temperatures between 25 to 38 degrees Celsius. Lastly, Dhofar will be partly cloudy with temperatures between 27 to 32 degrees Celsius. Welcome back to TTV. You're watching Midday Update. Now, before we get into the details of the local stories for today, let's see how the COVID-19 situation looks like. The health officials in the Sultanate has registered one new death case in Oman today. With this, the total death cases now stands at 4,096. The health officials have also extended their deepest condolence to the family of the deceased. Moreover, the Ministry of Health has also announced the registration of 33 new coronavirus cases in Oman today. With this, the total confirmed cases now stands at 303,738. That also includes the total recoveries of 297,546, as well as total deaths of 4,096. In the last 24 hours, the health officials have also received 294 recoveries. The Ministry of Health has urged all the citizens and residents living in the Sultanate to follow the precautionary measures issued by the Supreme Committee and the Ministry of Health. And now from a local desk. At least 20 expat investors of different nationalities have received long-term residency visas in the Sultanate of Oman this morning. The Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion launches Investor Residency Program that grants foreign investors and retirees long residency period. Applications will be received from October 3, 2021 through the Ministry's e-investment services, Oman News Agency said in a statement. Khalid Al-Shuaibi, advisor at Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion, said the program aims to enhance qualitative investments that contribute to the growth of GDP, create jobs in line with enablers and fundamentals of Oman Vision 2040. Azan Al-Busaidi reviews procedures and controls necessary to get the investor's residency visa. He added that the program aims to grant investors residency to those wishes to invest in Oman for a period ranging between 5 and 10 years, subject to renewal. The launch of the program was accompanied by the delivery of an investor residence visa to the first 22 investors of different nationalities around the world. Details of the investor residence program are to be made public by the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Investment Promotion. The new program ensures that upon obtaining residency, investors will be provided further incentives and benefits in keeping with conditions of the residency period. The program comes with the aim of facilitating the granting of residency for 5 to 10 years to investors wishing to invest or reside in the Sultanate. These long-stay visas, which can be renewed, are part of efforts to enhance the investment environment and take into account security, legal, social and economic aspects of the country. Lastly, the program also aims to attract and promote qualitative investments that contributes to the growth of the domestic product and support the national economy, the localization of industries, the transfer of advanced technologies and modern techniques, as well as the promotion of economic diversification. Print shops in Oman are making brisk business in printing COVID-19 vaccine cards, which are a very convenient way to show proof of vaccination. The cards provide an alternative to people using the Tarassud app on their phones or printed vaccine certificates that are often used to show proof of vaccination prior to entering malls, shops, restaurants, offices, and other areas. We began offering vaccination card services at the end of August or early September, and we have seen good demand since then, said a member of staff at a photo studio in Rui. He also added that each day we print between 40 and 50 cards, and demand does not seem to be stopping anytime soon. It is very convenient for people to walk into our shop and request a vaccination card because so many people work nearby, added another printer in Hamria. He also said that all they need to do is pop in for 10 minutes, share with us their details, and come back when the card is ready. Now, people who wish to order vaccination card need to provide their inoculation details as listed on the Tarassud app. A photo is optional but needs to be provided separately. The front of the vaccination card contains the person's resident card and passport details, as well as their name and nationality alongside their photo. On the reverse side are the vaccination details and a QR code, which when scanned shows the online version of the vaccine recipient certificate. Most shops offer two kinds of vaccination cards. The first is a laminated paper version that is cheaper and readied in a few minutes. The second, a plastic card, requires longer to fabricate and is a bit more expensive. The Ministry of Education, represented by the Department of Qualification and Training at the Directorate General of Administrative Affairs, in cooperation with the Main Committee of the Individual Performance Measurement System and Institutional Proficiency, implemented this week the training program entitled Individual Plans According to the OKR Methodology in the Individual Performance Measurement System and Institutional Proficiency. The training program targeted 33 trainees from the team leaders of the Individual Performance Measurement System and Institutional Proficiency at the Ministry and the Director Generals of Education from various governorates. Dr. Salwa Al-Kasabiya, Director of Implementation of the Individual Performance Measurement and Institutional Proficiency System project, said, "The program seeks to spread the culture of work in the system and deliver the desired results from its application to the educational field, whether at the level of the employee, the official, the unit, or the community in general." The program aims to provide all participants with the skill of formulating SMART goals, familiarizing themselves with the OKR methodology, building individual plans according to the OKR methodology, and evaluating the extent to which participants are able to transfer their training experiences to all employees of the Ministry of Education. Vodafone in the Sultanate of Oman recently signed an agreement with Ericsson to deploy, operate, and maintain a new 4G and 5G core and radio access greenfield network. Ericsson will supply a complete core network solution based on Ericsson Cloud Core, NFVI, and Cloud Voice over LTE, as well as an end-to-end transport network solution. The greenfield network includes other Ericsson radio system products and solutions such as the antenna integrated radio and Ericsson spectrum sharing. The end-to-end solution range will deliver a cost-efficient, energy-efficient, and flexible layered architecture design to support 5G from network launch. Vodafone customers will also benefit from Ericsson Voice over LTE services. A 5-year management services agreement has also been signed. This will result in an AI-powered data-driven network and IT operations and optimization, enabling Vodafone to enrich its customer experience, drive efficiency, and facilitate innovation. Vodafone will benefit from Ericsson's AI tools and data-driven model to drive efficiencies and a shift from receive to proactive IT and network operations. In turn, Vodafone customers will get an enhanced user experience with improved network quality and performance. Ericsson will take responsibility for the design, rollout, operations, management, optimization, and maintenance of Vodafone's network. The move will support the service provider's goal to offer a wide range of new and differentiating services to its customers in Oman. Badr Al-Zidi, who is the Chief Executive Officer of Vodafone, said, "Our focus is to ensure that we offer our customers a wide range of differentiating services that will add value to their lives, as well as redefining customer service in the country." Ehsan Association has provided various services for about 19,000 elderly people from more than 450 villages in South Al-Batana Governorate. Ehsan Association, in its branch in South Al-Batana Governorate, works to provide various services for the elderly in 471 villages, where the number of elderly people in the governorate, according to the statistics of 2020, reached about 19,000, Oman News Agency said in a statement. Yusuf bin Mohsen Al-Lamki, chairman of the association's branch in South Al-Batana Governorate, said the association provides services in health, psychological, social, and living care for the elderly in partnership with the competent authorities, in addition to creating a healthy and safe environment for them in the various vilayats of the governorate. These was all from our local desk for today. It's time for us to take a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates coming your way from International Desk. Welcome back to TTV watching Midday Update. And now from International Desk. Pakistan on Tuesday announced restrictions for its unvaccinated citizens in an effort to ramp up inoculations to prevent the spread of coronavirus, a media report said. Pakistan's National Command and Operations Service, commonly known as NCOC, said that the restrictions on unvaccinated people would be applicable from October 1st, so only 2 days remain for people to get their coronavirus shots, Pakistan's GeoTV reported. The NCOC is the country's top forum which heads Pakistan's COVID-19 response. Several restrictions have been imposed on unvaccinated people by the authority. From next month, unvaccinated people cannot enter restaurants, marriage halls, shopping malls, and would not be allowed to travel domestically or even abroad. The body has also barred unvaccinated people from being part of an educational institute staff. Asad Umar, NCOC chief, said that the decision was taken during the body's meeting on Tuesday. Last week, the NCOC, over the observance of a decline in the transmission of the disease in districts where the prevalence of disease was high, decided to lift additional restrictions in 5 districts of Punjab and 1 district of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, according to Geo News. Abdullah Shahid, president of the 76th session of the United Nations General Assembly, commonly known as UNGA, on Tuesday called for redoubling efforts to ensure meaningful progress in global nuclear disarmament. Addressing the UNGA high-level event to mark the International Day for the total elimination of nuclear weapons, Shahid said that on the occasion of the 25th anniversary of the adoption of the Comprehensive Nuclear Test Ban Treaty this year, there is a pressing urgency to make this treaty an effective legal work. I call on those member states that have not yet signed or ratified the treaty to do so without delay, especially those ratification is needed for the treaty to enter into force, he said. He also added that, likewise, the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons remains the cornerstone of the nuclear disarmament and non-proliferation regime. That is why the upcoming 2020 review conference of the Treaty of the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons is so important. Lastly, he said that let us use this opportunity to renew our commitments toward non-proliferation, nuclear disarmament, and the peaceful use of nuclear energy. I urge all parties to set aside differences to reach mutually agreeable steps towards total elimination. Once again, it's time for a quick commercial break, but stay tuned as we have more updates coming your way from our sports desk. Welcome back, and now from a sports desk. Former Liverpool FC forward and part of England's World Cup winning squad, Roger Hunt passed away peacefully at home following a long illness on Monday evening. He was 83 years old. Hunt is Liverpool's second highest goal scorer of all time with 258 goals in 492 appearances. A World Cup winner with England in 1996, Hunt joined the Reds from nearby Amitshire's team Stockton Heath as a 20-year-old in July 1958 and spent 11 and a half hugely successful years at Anfield. His overall tally of 285 goals for the Reds stood as a record until Ian Rush surpassed it in 1992. No player has ever scored more league goals for Liverpool than Hunt's total of 244, however. Hunt made his debut in a 2-0 win over Scunthorpe United at Anfield in September 1959 and naturally marked the occasion with a goal. Under the management of Bill Shankly, who arrived at the club a few months later, Hunt would form a fearsome strike partnership with Ian St. John and went on to win the second division title in 1962, 2 first division titles in 1964 and 1966, and the club's long-awaited first FA Cup in 1965. Hunt's achievements saw him bestowed with an honorary knighthood from the Kop, and he will forever be known as Sir Roger by supporters of the club he graced with such distinction. He also achieved legendary status on the international stage, starting the 1966 World Cup final in which England beat West Germany at Wembley. He scored 3 times in 6 appearances during that tournament and 18 goals in 34 caps overall for his country. With this news, we have come to the end of the episode for today. But stay tuned as we'll be coming back tomorrow with more updates and latest news your way. Keep watching TTV.
You've just heard the live feed from the TTV studios on TFM 95.4. Let's talk.